is my bed, now my house. She getting guap with me, day one over, yeah, I know. She fell in love with me, yeah, that's my baby for sure. We not in college, but me and baby, I'm go. Like that's my baby, now my house. I tell her everything, that's what she told my lingo. I told her marry me, let's see how far this thing goes. I'm talking wedding, baby, you are my for sure.
You know for sure, we bout to roll. You wanted me to yourself, little baby, you gotta go. Yeah, I'm on the deck by myself, don't need no host.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Really. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Dr. Binary back at you with another live video. Hey, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And catch me if you can. Got my water on deck. That's all I really need. I might need some crackers later. I don't know. Probably got a good 2 hours and some change in me. Catch me if you can. It's one of those, you know what I mean? Like, I like having several channels because, you know, you just go live and the real ones will show up. And those that aren't really, how can I put this? Those that aren't really free thinkers, they may not show up. You know what I mean? Because free thinkers and people that are unbiased in their opinions, people that have a deep rationale when it comes to thought. You know what I mean? When somebody is presented with a scenario, when somebody's presented with a situation, what free thinkers will do is they will take it, they will look at the evidence presented in front of them, they will look at the facts, they will look at all the scenarios, and then they will make a sound judgment or an informed opinion on things. And I'm going to tell you guys straight up, that is rare on YouTube. It's rare on YouTube. And so I don't know what channel I will be going live on next. I don't know. It all depends on when I feel like going live. That's it. Because I truly only want to be surrounded by those that want to take a little bit of time to think for themselves. As you guys can see clearly, I am not chasing numbers. This channel that I'm on right now has been dead for almost a year. This channel has been dead for almost a year. I think I was like borderline like on like 18K subs on this channel. It was like 17.9, 17 point some. It was so close. And I had deleted all my videos. And now I think it's like 17.2. Like I could care less. I could care less because what I'm starting to enjoy about YouTube, and I don't want to echo chamber. As you guys can clearly see, I don't want to echo chamber. I don't always agree with Stargate. Stargate and I are currently disagreeing on something, and people are upset about our disagreement. But you know what's crazy to me? This is what's crazy to me is how people can be upset about Stargate and I not seeing eye to eye on something, but Stargate and I aren't even upset about it. That's the thing that kills me on the inside. We're not even upset because this is the type of YouTube friendship, whatever it is that we have. Same with Identity Withheld. We are able to disagree on things. There isn't a blind loyalty. That's one thing I can't stand is a blind freaking loyalty. Like it drives me insane when I see it because it stifles people's growth mentally. It stifles your growth mentally when you always have to see a certain situation one-sided. Like here's how it stifles your mind and stifles your growth mentally, because If a other side presents itself, you can't objectively look at that side. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. That other side that you're not allowed to look at could lead to ultimate liberation for you. But because of your blind loyalty, you stay stagnant, stuck, stifled. Damn, that's S's. And I'm not going to hold you. Every single live stream that I did ever since my wife has given me green lights, green lights, green lights. I was surprised she gave me the green light tonight. 0 notes. And y'all know me. I love taking notes because I don't want to waste your time. But because I've formulated my opinions, because I've been looking at the evidence, I think that just coming on YouTube and having conversations about certain situations is cool enough for me. Now, maybe there'll be a time where I'll go back to note taking. I am reading a shit ton now. I am reading a lot now. Some of y'all Negroes need to pick up a book. You think you're getting educated by looking at YouTube shorts all day. You think you're getting educated by looking at TikTok all day, Instagram all day, scroll, 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 scroll. You think you're getting educated by watching documentaries. You think you're getting educated by video stimuli coming to your mind and people's opinions coming to your mind. Books not only inform better than videos and digital media and all that stuff, it also activates your imagination. It forces your brain to operate in a different pattern because you have to visualize what you're reading. You got to visualize that shit. That's why reading is so much better than just sitting back watching stuff and scrolling countlessly for hours upon hours upon hours. Read a book. All right, let's see if we got some people in chat. Let's see. Teresa, hey, what's good? Real is real. Terry, what's up, girl? What's up? Well, I'm losing my mind over social media. Happy life will do that to people. Hey, stop lying. You better stop lying. What's up, stop lying? Unadulterated's in the building. Me Tree for real is here. Stephanie Collins. God dang. Man, I pop up for one dang second and you talking about me. Girl, ain't nobody talking about you. Who is talking about you, girl? Ain't nobody talking about you. What you talking about? I haven't spoken on you in a hot minute, Miss Collins. I haven't spoken on you in a hot minute. And I don't know, y'all. It just feels good to freaking breathe, man. It feels good to breathe. I love numbers as much as the next person. I truly do. I love numbers as much as the next person, but but this is where, okay. And we're going to get into the topic cuz it's intense today. I might lose some friends, some social media friends over this one. But uh numbers has a way to dictate a content creator's flow. It has a way to strip creative licensing from the content creator because you tend to want to start catering. You try to figure out, right? You try to figure out, let's see here. Ooh, my people, and then you get all possessive and shit. My people like it when I talk about this. And so you constantly talk about the same shit over. My bias ass just staying fine. Thank you. Bye. You're gonna come out of that, Stephanie Collins. You're gonna come out of that. You're going to come out of that. You can't let your hatred for somebody force you to be biased because I think, and hatred's a strong word. I'm using it because that's what it feels like, but it takes away from your intellectual genius that you have. I know how smart you truly are. Like I know how smart you truly are. But because you got that blind, not blind. How could I put it? You know, like when a bull sees red. I don't know what that terminology is when a bull sees red. Chef Outspoken. Look, anybody that is here right now, y'all the real MVP. because this channel has, hold on. No, I mean I ain't gonna troll. This channel has been buried in the grave for almost a year. So there's no way notifications are popping out. There's no way none of that. So this means you just had to like hit that live button and be like, oh, yeah, cool. You know how you're scrolling or whatever, and then you're like, oh, I wonder who's live. You hit the live button and you still somehow are subbed here, and you're like, holy cow, Cold Fam's back? Chef Outspoken. Come on, lady. Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. Okay, no, it's learned. It's not a reflexive reaction. It's a warranted. It's warranted, my guy. Okay. All right. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you how to move. I only just make suggestions. You know what I mean? I only just make suggestions. But I just know that I think this is just me personally. You're shortchanging the sector because you know how I am about the sector. You know how I am about the sector. I think you're shortchanging it uh, because we don't get the full display of you know what you could bring. You know what you could really bring to the table. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I enjoy all my conversations with you because you have conversations. You know what I mean? Like you have real conversations. So I enjoy them. Okay, that's enough about Stephanie Collins. Okay, what was I getting at before Stephanie so rudely interrupted the show? Oh yeah, all these people, everybody that's here right now, y'all are the real MVP, man. Y'all are the real MVP. When I went live on the binary code channel and people showed up, I was like, holy cow, that was shocking. You know, sector alert, that was give or take. I already knew, you know, maybe a handful of people would show up because I never really let that channel die down. But this channel, shit, dang, dang, yeah. All right, so what's up, Josephine? How are you, friend? How are you? I don't know. Maybe I haven't been to your community wall lately, but have you been dropping cartoons and comic strips and all that stuff? Have you been dropping those things? Hopefully you have. Hopefully you have. Yeah, so what I want to talk about today is losing your marriage over social media. Losing your marriage. Be careful, Josephine. Be careful because you know I might just be talking about your friend. And I hope, you know, that he may pop up and correct me because I have no idea. I really have no idea what happened. You know, so I'm pretty much basing all of this off of hearsay. And remember when I just went on like a 5-minute rant about the evidence and facts and shit like that? I'm basing things off of hearsay, but it is what it is. I mean, the hearsay lines up with kind of what I'm seeing. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Did YouTube censor me? Did YouTube censor you? Did YouTube censor you? I don't know if YouTube censored you. I I think I don't think you think you're censored. I don't think you think you're how can I put this? I don't think that you're operating less than your capabilities. You probably think I'm full of shit. But I don't know. I mean, I could see it. I could see it. Machiavelli, hey, it's been a minute. What's good? Dang, you still subbed over here? That's what I'm talking about. What's up? It's good to see you. Let's see what Real is Real say. I definitely don't always agree with you, but thank you, Real is Real. That's okay. That's okay. All right, what did Terry say? I got to be honest with you, Binary. For one, I received a notification that you was live. Second, I'm going in between you and Lemons. Like, hey, yeah, no. Oh, ooh, hey, girl, you better not say that too loud. You know Lemon's possessive. Hey, I was live. I saw some of my mods over there at that dead channel that Binary got. I saw some of my mods over there. So you better be going crazy in that chat, Terry. You know Lemon can be sensitive. I'm that messy. What's good? Okay, when you said I rudely interrupted, I commented I'll do it again and again and again. And you will. And you will. Yeah, so okay, Photon DNA. I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet, Terry. I promise. Photon DNA did a live today, and it was all about my last show on the B Code Sector Alert channel. It was about, him first off trolling and saying that I let Stargate get jumped. So there's a narrative, right? So there goes the narrative. I let Stargate get jumped. Okay. Okay. I knew something like that was going to happen. That's why I made it up in my mind I'm not going to control my panel. It is going to be up to the panelists to control themselves if they want to get whatever that ish is that they want to get out. Whatever the ish is that they want to get out, they're going to have to figure it out. Because, look, first off, I'm going to tell you straight up. First off, it was bad enough just listening to the shit. So I couldn't imagine myself trying to control it. I felt like a ton of weight off of my shoulders when I just let the shit just be. Meow Meow is in the building. So is that why Stargate going to ZX tonight to talk on it? Oh Lord, probably. Hey, she's making her rounds. I wonder if she's going to ZX to talk about Carrie, maybe? I don't know. I have no idea. All right, do you know where that started? Mr. Dr. Pastor Binary. Do it again and again and again. And so is that Umar? And some mo and some mo and some mo. Could be Umar. Maybe. Yeah, I don't keep tabs on Stargate. You see, that's another thing. When I was talking about blind loyalty, that's one thing about Queen Sanity. And Queen Sanity always be hitting me up. So why do you have issues with me again? For the 1800th, 11th time. No, that you let Stargate. Oh, Stargate getting jumped. Oh Lord. See, you see red, Stephanie. You see red. That's what I'm talking about. ZX is like listening to a tire leaking air. Oh man. Hey, y'all do something to me. I don't know what I don't know what y'all need to do to me. Now, I don't mind being on YouTube when I'm old as shit, right? Like I don't mind that. But if I ever turn into that, unsub, make my ego just shrink to shreds and only be like one in the chat and it's my phone. Please don't support me when I'm older if I'm like that. Please don't support me because clearly I would be delusional. Clearly I have lost touch in all sense of reality. So I beg of you, for the 22 people in here that can hear me, please, if I ever turn into that when I get older, run, run. Stargate got her own self jumped. She could have logged off. But I don't think she got jumped. I don't think she got jumped. I don't know. Like Mike supremacy is a real thing. Raw B has Mike supremacy. There's just ain't nothing you can do about that. Unless I want to be shady and go to her settings and turn her shit down, but that's shady. That's shady. I think Stargate was able to get out what she really wanted to get out, especially towards the end when she had the floor. And I also think that the argument is just silly. Like what they're arguing about is dumb, man. But oh well, I mean that's their stuff. You know what I mean? That's what they want to argue about. It's like, okay. Okay. And when Cellulite conceded the blue line, why did we have to then move the goalposts? And I'm talking to all three of them to something else. Like there is no conflict resolution. The situation cannot be resolved or solved. It's just, it is what it is. You fix one thing, you move to the next. You fix one thing, you move to the next. Look, I've learned, even on YouTube, I have learned you can be as apologetic as you want to be. You can be as sincere as you want to be. You can own your shit. You can sit in front of lawyers saying, this is what I'll do, this is what I will not do. You can do all that, and people will still try to find fault. I mean, it is what it is. That's just the nature of the beast. That's social media. And when you can't recognize that, your marriage or friendships or whatever can be in jeopardy. Yes, YouTube is that man's life. It's that man's life. All right, Stargate's problem is she's going against someone who get paid every time they go live. Oh, whoa. I don't understand the blue line matter. Me either. I didn't understand. Well, I think Star just wanted to make sure that she got that W, right? She figured out like, okay, they're making a big deal out of the blue line because they're thinking, she kind of doctored up or edited out or did all kinds of shit with the receipt or whatever. Who cares? Who cares if she did all that? The actual receipt shows that this man wasn't hitting on her or coming onto her. So who cares is what I'm saying. But anyways, so Star ran with that. Nothing wrong with that, right? She found an area of weakness on their arguments and wanted to exploit that area of weakness. And although that doesn't mean shit to us, like we could care less if it was a comment bar blue line or a real, like we could care less about all that. We could care less. But that was a big deal for them. So that was a win for Stargate there. And she's gonna take that. Let's see. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. I can't stand him. Yeah, and so yeah, Photon goes live and does a reaction. I think he did a very good reaction to my show or whatever. Very balanced. Photon is smart, just so you guys know. He's smart, but sometimes he speaks over people's heads because he'll speak in riddles or parables, or sometimes he'll even break out the science behind things. So you got to kind of be on that type of energy, that type of wavelength to understand. But it all connects and it all makes sense. Even though he was talking shit about me, I don't mind that. You know what I mean? I don't care. I don't care. But there was something, and we're gonna keep rewinding of a portion of Photon show over and over and over and over again because it's going to be the thread for this show. Okay, it's going to be the thread for this show. Okay, so there was a portion of his show when Eyes Antonia came up onto the panel and they started talking about skin tone and stuff, and if a light skinned girl, if a guy's attracted to a light skinned black girl, then she's just his preference because he pretty much can't get a light skin from any other race that's lighter than the light skinned black girl. So Eyes would rather have a guy that likes dark skinned women because she knows that he has eyes for her or some bullshit. I don't know. And the psychology behind it that she was trying to say, it was weird. I don't know. But anyways, that led to loyalty. That led to, we're going to talk about Raw B. We're going to talk about Cellulite. We're going to talk about Star. And we're also going to talk about Hoodie. God dang. Not Hoodie. I've been trying to figure this out for the longest. What's up, Mike? Good to see you, big dog. I've been trying to figure this out for the longest. Now, I remember when I was in my troll bag, I saw a chink in Hoodie's armor. And what it was his loyalty to Raw B. Right? Now, Raw B and I think we're cool. she told me, bygones are bygones or whatever. Oh Lord Jesus, not please drop the link. What are you doing? How are you over here? But yeah, I'll drop it for you. Yeah, I'll drop it for you, homegirl. Oh man, let me not call you homegirl. You might make fun of me. I'll drop it for you, homegirl. Drop it for you, homegirl. But yeah, I'll drop it for you. But then I got to get back to my show, girl. I can't be out here. I can't be up here all night. I'm actually trying to connect some dots and points and shit like that. But there you go. That's for Trish, please. Nobody else hit the link, please. Mike, please don't hit the link. Nobody else hit the link. I don't want to be rude. I want to get through the material, and if we have enough time, I'll drop the link for real, for real. But I like Trish, although I troll the hell out of her. So all right, here she is. I'm gonna bring her up. Hey, Trish.
Smash it. Hey, Code.
Hey, what's up?
It's
Uh-oh.
not good. It's not good.
Uh-oh.
Okay? I'm very serious today. I'm not going to troll you. I want us to put down the swords. It's really important that I speak to you, bro.
Okay.
I'm getting a little choked up because it's serious, and I'm sure you can understand. But the reason why I have your link is because I'm making my rounds. I'm not just over here for nothing. So let me get to it.
Okay.
You know the trip that you've been clowning me about, the Belize trip?
Mhm. I'm very lightly clowning on you about that, but yes.
Okay. So we had 4 people so far, and I extended the date for the deposits until February 21st, 2025. I'm really not trying to promote it. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to be slick. I'm not. I'm giving you the details of what led me to hit your link today. And it's really important you hear me, bro. Like everything, I'm not no cap, no beef sector, no
No, I'm
YouTube.
listening.
This
Yeah,
is
go
real
ahead.
life.
You got the
This is
floor.
real life. Okay?
Yeah.
So last Tuesday, January 14th,
Mm-hmm.
2 o'clock p.m., there was a purchase for an island room, king bed, made with a credit card, paid in full, not deposit, paid in full. Got that?
Yeah.
But with an ID of someone who's in prison with a rap sheet with ex trafficking, ex offenses, and right now serving time in Missouri State for attempted murder.
What in the world?
Okay, so understand credit card, one name, ID another. So I didn't use a travel agent. I used a travel concierge. They deal with high profile elected officials. So they have a certain protocol. They outsource, even with the 4 that previously left deposits, not paid in full deposits. I've been getting a lot of slack for this trip. So people are not going to pay in full, right?
Right.
They're going to do the deposit. Come on, let's be real. So they
Right.
pay the deposit. These people, I really believe, were on the up and up. One lady left the deposit since February 2024. No cap. And but January 14th, just last Tuesday, this island room was purchased with these variables in place. So I didn't know about it. I didn't know about it until today. I was called into the city, and there were 2 FBI agents there, into my partner's office. Now,
Oh,
my
damn.
partner, my travel concierge partner, because they have these resources, they contacted first the police. They couldn't do anything. They told them to contact the FBI, and this was last week, and now they respond. It's me hosting this trip. They asked me various questions. Would I know anybody who would do this? I don't have any real enemies. I keep a clean channel. I keep a clean business. And even though
Mm-hmm.
I troll and whatever, I'm not like a lot of people. I'm clean.
Right. You ain't out here scamming for real.
Yeah, exactly. I'm being honest with you. I'm
Right.
not. Okay. So they also asked me, where did I promote this? I've been in the beef sector, the black sector, the Mo3 sector, the manosphere, the Fight Club,
Oh
uh,
damn.
the black manosphere, the T sector. I've been on channels promoting this on people with, and people in the beef sector follow me. They know 3.5 million, 500,000, Star Report, Storm Monroe, Sean
Hmm.
Davy Way. And I'm not just calling out names that I sent invites to where I found my way on their panels like I am now, right now. That's what I do. Content creation isn't made the same. So I've been promoting this shit for the
Hmm.
last 6 months hard. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I know it's not the beef sector because, and I want you to listen to me. I've been on these streets a long time. I I'm hoping it's not anybody new in the beef sector because there's a lot of new people. But as far as the people I'm aware of, they don't have enough money to pull this off. In the
Mm.
Mo3 sector, I've been beefing with MHB for the last 2 months behind the scenes. I just left this panel, MHB. I
Mm.
know no one knew that I was beefing with him. He tried to dox me, and I've been playing with him a little bit. I just hit this panel, and I believe him. He has nothing to do with this. So I found my way over to your platform, and I'm kind of paranoid, Cole,
Mm.
because who would ever do this to me? Who would ever use this? And I
I
don't
don't
get
know
it.
enough to know, homegirl.
The no
But I
dragon
I
kid,
feel it in your voice though, but I don't know enough to know, girl.
no dragon
Man.
kid, no X anything, and they play with this with possibly a stolen credit card. The investigation, we don't know if it's stolen, but
Damn.
probably it is. But the thing is, it was paid in full with an ID with someone in prison. That's the only reason what caused this red flag. IG
Right.
Mr. Phillips called the police. They said they couldn't do anything because it's out of state. The ID was out of state.
Damn.
So they asked them to call the FBI and they wanted to refund the money. Now it's hold. The credit card, everything's on hold through the FBI because it was used at the travel concierge. And it's a clean business. So they have connections. That's why it was flagged. They contacted the FBI, not the other way around.
Mm.
So I was called in as a
So you think
witness.
somebody's setting you up?
Yes, that's what the
Damn.
FBI said today. They said, who do you know? Who's your enemies? Who, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. When we play on YouTube, I don't know. I'm paranoid right now. I
No,
don't
I'm
know who
hearing
would
you.
do
No,
this to
I'm hearing
me.
you. That's crazy.
So if those provisions and protocol wasn't in place and it was a regular travel agent and it lasted until June, because that's when I get the list. I still don't know those other 4 people, but they wasn't flagged. I don't care.
Mm.
This one, last Tuesday though, like it's creepy.
Yeah. I'd be freaked out. I ain't gonna hold you. I'd be freaked out.
My family told me to cancel the trip. My partner says if I want to cancel the trip, cancel it. I told everybody I want to refund, and I need you to hear this part so the scamming is out of place.
Hmm.
We're going to refund those 4 people their money back. One lady emailed me and IG Phillips already today because I was on
Hmm.
the Honest Road panel. I was on Lemons. I did a tour. And
Hmm.
she emailed me when I was on Honest Rose panel. And she said she still wants to go, but she understands.
Mm. Wow.
If anybody wants to go, I have to know who they are. That's I let it. I promoted this in the public. I mean, I've been here so long, and it was the wrong way to go.
Right.
Wrong way to go to do this in the public. That's my naivete. I'm humbled. I'm very humbled because this is serious. This is my real life. I lead a clean life. I ain't got nothing. That's why nobody can't
I
fuck
hear
with
you.
me.
I hear you.
I'm not a criminal. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
none of
yeah,
that shit. That's why I'm unfuckwittable. They dox me a billion times. They know I don't do this shit.
right. Okay.
So um, now that I'm a witness, somebody's going to jail,
Oh
and it
damn.
won't be me. It definitely won't be me. So whoever did this with malicious intent to probably hem me up as a scammer.
Damn. This is tough. And from a dude from prison, how does he even know about you? How does he even know about
No,
all
no,
this?
no, no, no. This didn't. He. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. It was a fake ID with a real credit card.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't following too close. Okay, I see what you're saying. So they use a prisoner's ID and a
With
fake credit card.
trafficking, and the thing is, they use the prisoner's front
I get
of
it
the
now.
driver's
I get
license,
it.
not the passport. Then this is a key information, right?
Yeah.
IG Phillips requires valid passports by June 2025, even if you put a deposit. If your passport isn't in, by
Hmm.
that time, they would have refunded your money. That's a part of their protocol for this trip. Got it?
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
This person only gave a driver's license and said they would have their valid passport by May. He still did the company still did the background check. And that's why all of this is happening.
Hmm. Damn, Trish. Well, you're in a tough situation. But this show, it's a theme show, so I'm gonna get back to it. But damn, you're in a tough situation. And I know you probably don't believe me when I say this, but I'm definitely gonna be praying for you. I do pray for real. I'm not even kidding. I do, and I will because
I would,
you're in
I
a
would, I
tricky
would, I would
situation
really pray for the person who
that's
sent
doing this shit.
that sent
Yeah.
in that information from that email because the ID came in through the email.
Yeah. Dang.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, no, not if they being shady. Why would I want, why would I want them to I pray that they see, you get justice. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Have a good day.
All right,
Smash.
you too, friend. Peace. Damn. Look, man, when somebody has distress in their voice, sometimes you just gotta push pause on whatever the hell it is you trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I believe her. I believe her. Okay. So let's jump back into this. So uh damn. So Photon did a live talking about my live. And like I'm telling you guys, uh when people get up and start arguing and stuff, I think what I'm gonna start doing is just maybe just put my headphones on my neck, and let them argue, and I can still hear because they will be arguing so loud, you're still gonna be able to hear them. But I'm just gonna tune out. I'm just gonna tune out and let them have at it. Let them try to appeal to the host and this and that. No, you guys are the one. You guys are the one going cray cray right now. Or I'll just have side conversations. It was so crazy how when Robbie and Star were going off on each other, Cellulite and I were able to still carry a full on out conversation. That was insane. And when I listened to the playback, I could hear us perfectly. I could tune them out and I could really hear us perfectly. It was crazy how that works. So I'm just going to keep doing that. If I don't feel like hearing the arguing and screaming or whatever, because my right eye starts twitching or whatever, then I'm just going to take the headphones off. If there's somebody else on the panel and we're on the same wavelength, because it's almost like you got to have some type of connection. You're on the same wavelength and you can hear each other as our voices cut through whatever the screaming and hollering, then I'll do that. That was kind of fun. I was surprised it worked. Oh yeah, Too Big, wasn't that crazy? Were you able to hear us? Big Riggs is in the Big Riggs. You ain't live right now, brother. Big Riggs is today's Wednesday, right? How are you not live right now? This is your night. Look, I went on the deadest channel that I possibly have because I didn't want to interfere with whatever it is you got going on, Riggs. Come on, brother. Oh, you got your son to. Oh, okay, okay. All right, let's move on to the other channel that we just. Nah, just kidding. Just kidding. I love it over here. I love the numbers. I love it over here. Big Rig, you'll see if you ever do it, which you should. It's good practice, Rig, to have a backup channel. I know what you're thinking, man. One channel's enough, man. It's just shit's hard enough. You need a backup channel, bro, because you're starting to get into it. You know what I mean? And I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to have unbiased commentary. You're trying to just talk about the shit that you see. But I'm telling you, Riggs, it never works that way, brother. It never works that way. Just have your backup channel ready to go so that if your channel gets struck and you have to be in the appeal process or whatever, I don't know. However, if anything happens, you know what I mean? You're just locked and loaded and ready for the other channel. All right, so I was listening to Eyes Antonia, right? So Eyes was on Photon's panel and she started talking about, Robbie, Cellulite, Stargate, and Hoodie. She started talking about that situation. Now I heard through the grapevine that, Hoodie and his wife were going through some things because of YouTube and stuff like that. My nosy butt. Around that time, of course, if anybody would hit the panel or if I went on somebody else's panel, I would ask them about it, but nobody would say anything. Yeah, that's what's up, Big Rig. That's what's up. Nobody would tell me anything because I wasn't able to catch it. I'm pretty sure there was a moment that happened that everybody was like, "Damn," because the information is low key floating around and it's kind of floating around, but I'm just not able to catch it. And I know what some people are thinking. Yeah, your nosy butt. That's what you get. I'm glad you can't catch the information, but the shit is on YouTube. That's one thing we have to realize, you guys. If somebody puts shit out on YouTube, it's going to be talked about. I learned that shit the hard way. I put out stuff on YouTube that I wish I never put out, but it's going to be talked about. And guess what? Over the years, I just accepted it. I was a dumbass, said some stupid shit, and now it's going to be talked about. It is what it is. That's just the nature of the beast, And when you accept it, it doesn't bother you anymore. Now it's just like, that's what people use to either try to roast and it lands on deaf ears, you know what I mean? Not just my deaf ears, but the deaf ears of the people listening because they can care less about it. It's old news. They've heard it a billion times. And even when people hear stories about me for the first time, they're like, what? How old was what? You know what I mean? So this situation is on YouTube. I just missed it. Oh, come on, my opinion. Why? Why doesn't it have to be me? Come on, come on. Why doesn't it have to be me? I want to talk about stuff. But all right, like I said, this is going to be a common thread throughout. I do have an article. Let me go ahead and bring up the article. It is from a doctor, a PhD. His name is Ron Collins, and it's called Social Media is Ruining My Marriage When You or Your Spouse is Addicted to Social Media. All right. So now you guys probably know why I read this because I don't ever want to go down this road. I don't ever want to go down this road, in my opinion. And so if you are a reader and would like to follow along, all right, here is the article for you, and you can follow along. Now, I will be skipping sections in the article. I will be skipping sections because there is a section where there's some like testimonial type stuff in there and all that. I'll be skipping over that, and I'll just be hitting like the bullet point sections primarily. So if you want to follow along, you could do that. If not, that's okay. If this is your night, you got your nightcap, and this is like, hey man, I'm about to go to sleep. If that's that, then that's cool. You can listen to. All right. So this is what was said. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, and we'll do a quick little analysis. Okay, we'll do a quick little analysis, and then we'll get into the article. All right. Boom. All right. All right, this is at the 1 minute and 54-second mark. Now, she doesn't really start talking about the situation, and she doesn't even go in depth. That's why we can keep rewinding. So this is at the 1 hour and 44 second mark, 54-minute 44 second mark. They talk about loyalty. So I can't talk. I just wanted to kind of capture that, you know what I mean? And then it's going to get into the hoodie talk. So here we go.
You acting like you telling me that it's gonna make us stop talking. I'm not about to stop talking to him. I can talk to whoever I want to talk to. And as a man, especially if he's not married, he can talk to whoever he want to talk to. You don't run no dudes around here. I don't know what's up with these females. They think they can run these dudes and tell them who they can talk to. He has no intentions of putting a ring on your finger. Get what you can get and move on. That's why we brought up.
All right, so I like her perspective when it comes to cellulite and Stargate's kerfuffle. I do like her perspective on it because she's saying if what Stargate was saying is true, which I don't think it's accurate based off of the receipt she produced, right? And this isn't me going against Stargate. Stargate's the homegirl. She's Code fan forever. You know what I mean? That's the homegirl. You know. But if what Stargate said was true, then so what? Raw B in his relationship wasn't even a thought in his mind at the time. So if he did say, "Hey, are you single? Hey, whoop de whoop, whatever," it's not like he could like peer into the future. You know what I mean? And be like, "Oh, I better not do this because there might come a day where I'm gonna marry Raw B." And that's kind of like what I got from Eyes' takeaway with that situation, and I agree with her. All right, here we go.
The point with cellulite is when Robbie had got that money out of We Unlock, he still was over there canoodling or whatever you want to call it, befriending another woman that she was cool with. I don't know if they had a conversation about we gonna lick them from the front and from the back. I don't know, but I will tell you that she did get on an airplane and she did land in Las Vegas and went to a comedy show and got right back on the airplane and went home.
And what about this comment? It says there are people in the sector who are loyal. They get attacked for it. Is there be a such thing where you can just with loyalty?
What does that have to do with anything?
Loyalty can be a bad thing where you're blind loyalty, where you're just loyal.
If you're loyal,
So I'm okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell you how I truly feel about this, right? Eyes was cooking. You know, she was going to, it's not expose Robbie. She was just going to like share some information that we kind of know, but just refresh our memory, jog our memory. So she was kind of cooking. I was trekking. I was like, okay, where's she going with this? So I really wanted to know where she was going with that. But then Photon interjects and talks about Mickey D's comment. Mickey D's comment's a good comment. Bringing up loyalty in the sector is good. And so I was like, damn, I wish she would have finished, but I'm glad we went this direction. Here we go. And y'all know I have to stop for commentary, even though Photon won't strike. But, you know, I just do it because I want y'all to know my thoughts on the situation. Here we go.
To the wrong things, to the wrong reasons. And you're just being loyal just for the sake of, I'm loyal, but it's hurting you or it's hurting the situation or relationship in the long run. Right. You're not on code with what? Well, you're on code of loyalty.
You're not on code. What's up, T-Pre? What's up, superstar? Good to see you. Man. Hey, T-Pre, you know I tried to start some drama last night, right? Try to start a little something. But anyways, yeah, there's a code. There's a code. Now, sometimes being on code is good. You know, when the dude threw the hat in the air and you know, the black folks formed like Voltron and handled business at the at the river or whatever. Dude jumped into the water, swam to kick some ass. You know what I mean? So sometimes being on code is what's up. But when being on code forces you to deny truth dead in your face because you have this blind loyalty and you consider that being on code, that's horrible. That's when it's bad. That's when it is toxic. All right, here we go.
Some look at it loyalty as the end all be all.
But it's a code to loyalty, right? You're not on code. You can't be loyal and you don't even know the codes to loyalty. These people are fake loyal. In this sector.
Oh, damn. Okay. Hey, correct me. Eyes just corrected me. Being on code, there is no fake being on code. Thank you for correcting me. There is no fake being on code. There's just a fake loyalty. There's just backbiting. Now, what I want to break down just really, really quick is the difference between somebody having their own opinion that doesn't line up with yours and fake loyalty. I believe the Drama and Trig situation, Drama had fake loyalty. I'm sorry for those that like Drama. I get it. But the dude was envious of Triggs, man. I'm sorry. He was envious. And if look, I know I'm just keep rehashing the shit, but I got to. If there was an inkling of thought in Drama's mind that LF was Triggs, why would you do that expose? Why would you read all that man shit? Why would you entertain the LF troll? There had to have been at least a small percentage of your brain, Drama, that said, hey, this might actually be Triggs. But you ignored the small, still voice. Who was God talking to on the mountain? Was it Elijah? It could have been Elijah. Where God said, I'm gonna say something to you, I'm gonna speak to you. And Elijah was in some kind of cave or whatnot. And all these like natural disaster type things were happening outside of the cave. Elijah would run out there. Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? And some kind of soft voice. And God was like, yeah, that's me. Don't miss me. That small percentage in Drama's brain, he ignored because he kept seeing all the big things he can gain from the LF controversy. It's going to carry a show, I'll tell you that. I know that's probably what he's thinking. It's going to carry a show. This can be content for weeks on end. Oh, let me see if it's really this Negro. Let me see if it's really this Negro. Go ahead and use the port on. Go ahead and look him up. Oh, snap. It really is this Negro. So he got all this going on for him. And he still got all this love from the sector. And there's some jealousy and some envy. And for all I know, this probably might not even be Drama. This AJ probably might not even be Drama. I don't know. But if it is, that's what I'm thinking. All right, let's get back to the receipt.
There is no loyalty. It wasn't based in loyalty. It was based in trolling and sabotaging people and hidden trolls that want to throw rocks and hide their hands and hide behind avatars. And then use people that aren't afraid to show their face to do their bidding for them while they stay in the background and try to pay you crumbs on a dollar.
Yeah, they're loyal to their own perception and agenda and personal beliefs. And they utilize different people and different content creators in order to maintain their own agendas, not particularly because they're loyal to that.
I hear what they're saying. And the cool thing that I love about these two is they're not pointing fingers at any particular group. If you feel a certain type of way when you're listening to them talk, they're probably talking about you. Just saying. It's not like they're saying it's this group or it's that group or this collective or that collective. It's not like they're saying that. They're just giving an overall generalization of what they're seeing. And if the shoe fits, y'all know the rest. I think we're about to get into it. This portion right here made me really like, I don't know. It had me feel a certain type of way. Here we go.
Person or to that channel.
Or to the cause. There is no
cause. To the cause, right.
There is no cause. And that goes back to, again, what would be the reason? What is the underlying reason to try to go at them? What would be the reason for it? When she came into the sector, and when I asked that lady, I didn't even ask her. I didn't even put her name out there. I said, who is supposed to be dragging my cousin? She assumed that I was talking about her. So when me and her got into it, they sat back and said, that lady body bagged me. How? I do not know. I still don't know that answer. And they still rode with her. You know what I'm saying? So why would you think that?
Who's she talking about right there? Is she talking about break-in? Is she talking about the Social Security bandit? Is she talking about, somebody that, you know, I'm gonna bring that person up. But is she talking about these people? Who's she talking about? Who do y'all think? Because y'all know I haven't been in it that long or been in it like that. So I'm curious.
Stargate will get any different treatment when the sector don't fuck with nobody like that. That's what they do.
Facts.
So then when it happened to Hoodie, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he thought he was gonna get attention from me, but meanwhile, the whole time he was an adulteress. He was cheating on his wife the whole time. So
Maybe he thought he was gonna get attention from me, but meanwhile he was an adult. Wait, what? Rewind. Was that like when Hoodie was trying to go at Eyes? Lord Jesus. Let me listen again.
she came into the sector, and when I asked that lady, I didn't even ask her. I didn't even put her name out there. I said, "Who is supposed to be dragging my cousin?" She assumed that I was talking about her. So when me and her got into it, they sat back and said, "That lady body bagged me." How? I do not know. I still don't know that answer. And they still rode with her. You know what I'm saying? So why would you think that Stargate will get any different treatment when the sector don't fuck with nobody like that? That's what they do. So then when it happened to Hoodie, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he thought he was gonna get attention from me, but meanwhile, the whole time he was an adulteress. He was cheating on his wife the whole time. So it was he was very comfortable with he and ha with a woman. Now we don't have the receipts of.
I told you, I listened to this a billion times. This is the first time I'm like really, really, really hearing this. How did that come about? Where's Eyes getting this information? Is this just hearsay? Who put that jacket on Hoodie? Hoodie did disappear. He did disappear. And don't worry, we are going to listen to that again. But if you go to the article, social media is ruining my marriage when you or your spouse is addicted to social media, you or your spouse. Because we knew that there was a time where Hoodie was just live. It's almost as if he did not hit the in live button. And so Ron says this. He says, in today's digital age, social media has woven itself into the fabric of our daily lives. While it offers countless benefits like staying connected with friends and family, it can also become a significant source of strain in relationships. If you feel that social media is causing a rift in your marriage, guess what? You're not alone. Many couples find themselves grappling with the impact of excessive social media use, and it can be a daunting challenge to overcome. However, with awareness and deliberate action, it's possible to restore the intimacy and connection in your marriage. My hope is that they're not divorced. That is my hope. That is my hope. Let's see what she's talking about. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you stuck on it was Moses. Maybe it was. I'm thinking it was Elijah though. All right, it was a different time on the mountain. Yeah, you're right, Stephanie. I think they talking about you, Moses. You was definitely cheating on. Can you put X in front of that, please? Please. Can you please put X in front of that? No, you don't have to chill. But just put X in front of it. Come on. Have some investigative integrity there, T Pre. Put X in front of that. All right, let me share my screen again. But y'all heard that from the article, man. There's still hope. Now, I don't know. Did she say he was divorced? I didn't hear that. But she did say he was a flat out adulterer. Where did she get that from? What live can I watch? What community wall do I have to tap into? Like, where do I find that information? Point me in the right direction.
Bag me. How? I do not know. I still don't know that answer. And they still rode with her. You know what I'm saying? So why would you think that Stargate will get any different treatment when the sector don't fuck with nobody like that?
Those are facts, Eyes.
That's what they do.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Eyes is up there preaching. Eyes is preaching. And I listened to the whole damn thing. Because typically when I listen to Eyes, I hardly ever think she'd be making any sense. Typically. But for whatever reason, when she went off on, because she went off for a hot minute up there with Photon, every point was hitting. All right, here we go.
So then when it happened to Hoodie, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he thought he was gonna get attention from me, but meanwhile, the whole time he was an adulteress. He was cheating on his wife the whole time. So he was he was very comfortable with he hearing ha with a woman. Now we don't have the receipts of what she had talked to him about. We don't know if it was anything that happened between her and Hoodie because at this point she was talking to Cellulite. But you can see what happened, right?
Look, when I trolled that situation, I knew that that would be a good angle. Now, I was only taking a shot in the dark because y'all know me. Y'all know I have a vivid imagination, and that's why you should read because it activates your imagination. You'll be better on YouTube. Just read a book. But anyways, I thought about a love triangle between the three. I used it, trolled, and I guarantee you, because I think I heard it. I can't remember. I think I heard it. But I guarantee you, Cellulite wasn't having that. He didn't want his relationship attached to that. Oh, yeah, I heard it. Hoodie told us. Cellulite pretty much checked him. Cellulite pretty much told him, look, brother, respectfully, cut it out. Pretty much. Like this shit ain't happening no more. And any good husband or boyfriend or whatever they were at the time would do that for his woman, for his wife. Any good husband. It's not like I don't believe Cellulite was insecure. I believe Cellulite demanded respect. Sorry, the public is not going to be viewing what you two are going to look like as a damn couple. And now you have every waking moment to be on YouTube and in your schedule. In your schedule, you're planning shit out with my wife. You're doing, you know what I mean? So I get it, man. I get it. So, also in the article, I'm going to go ahead and skip down to understanding the impact of social media addiction. So social media addiction can sneak up on you. I swear Hoodie was addicted. There was a time where Hoodie was in the political arena, right? He was in the political arena. He wasn't even really effing with the sector like that unless he was trolling CE. Now, in the political arena, I don't know if he was addicted or not. He could have been. He was doing his thing, but he wasn't live every single minute. Something happened when he sold his soul, because remember, Hoodie was the first one to say pretty much F the B sector before he realized what the B sector could truly do for him. And I was just looking at him like, you're dumb pretty much for doing that. You know what I mean? Like, this is a good look and you're ruining it. And then he realized, oh shit, I'm addicted. There's tons of people like my personality. Yeah, the B sector is a good look. And I'm glad he came to his senses on that. But I'm also kind of saddened because that could have been his downfall. But anyways, so understanding the impact of social media addiction, it says social media addiction can sneak up on you. What starts as a harmless way to stay connected with friends and family can quickly become a time-consuming habit that takes precedent over real-life interactions. Damn. Here are some ways social media can negatively affect your marriage. The first one, it says reduced quality time. Dang, man, I don't have one mod up in here. That's crazy. This channel is dead. But that's okay. So I'll do it myself. So reduced. Hey, what up, Happy Life? Congratulations again. Congratulations every time I see you. Reduced quality time. So let me go ahead and put that in there. Okay, there we go. Boom. Boom. There's number one. When one or both partners are constantly on their phones, the quality time spent together diminishes. This can lead to a sense of disconnection and loneliness within the relationship. All right, so now we're going to go back. Let me share my screen. Gemini's here? Dang. Oh, Spotum's here? What up, Gemini? Good to see you. Oh, I just wanted, like, when I do points, I just wanted, like, the points to be put up there. Yeah, let me just go ahead and stop playing. Let me see. You found it. You found the dead channel. You found the dead channel. All right, so let's see here. Where was I? Oh yeah, share my screen. Share my screen. Boom. So reduce quality time. That's what overuse on social media can do for your relationship. Let's rewind a little bit. Here we go.
Back me. How? I do not know. I still don't know that answer. And they still rode with her. You know what I'm saying? So why would you think that Stargate would get any different treatment when the sector don't fuck with nobody like that? That's what they do. So then when it happened to Hoodie, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he thought he was gonna get attention from me, but meanwhile, the whole time he was an adulteress. He was cheating on his wife the whole time. So it was he was very comfortable with he and ha with a woman. Now we don't have the receipts of what she had talked to him about. We don't know if it was anything that happened between her and Hoodie because at this point she was talking to Cellulite.
Right. Right. Cellulite put an end to all that shit. There was a time that there was a shift, right? There was a shift in Hoodie's demeanor on YouTube. Believe it or not, you can actually have a demeanor on YouTube and in your voice and in the way that you chat, maybe the way that you respond to certain questions. Like you could sense it. There was a huge shift where it felt like he was actually trying to distance himself from Robbie, and he was trying to cling on to anything that he could cling on to distance himself, and he clung on to some of my trolling points. One of my trolling points was something happened to Rob B's big channel, and of course I took semi credit for that, even though I didn't have shit to do with it. Hoodie got nervous because I pretty much said you next. He knew I didn't have nothing to do with that, but that was a great way. That was like not an olive branch. That was like a life vest or ring that I threw out for him to cling on to. This is how I can get away. Because there's still pride, right? Hoodie still has pride. I'm pretty sure the conversation went something like that. Stop talking to my girl. Man, it's just a show. Man, you don't have to worry about none of that. Yeah, but we're going to get into some other stuff. Here we go. Well, not other stuff, but you know what I mean. Like, just my hypotheticals. The stuff that gets me in trouble. We'll get into that.
But you can see what happened, right?
Come on, Eyes. I thought I had the worst internet connection on the planet. When she really gets to cooking, her phone be cutting out.
You broke off.
How long? Can you hear me, bro? We don't know how long Cellulite been in the background. We don't know how long he been, because see, the thing is, he was still over there when she was over there playing with
Wait,
Hoodie.
what? Wait, speak on it. What?
So
right, wait. So you're saying he was in the background when she was messing with Auntie and We on Lock?
I don't know. We don't know how long that is. What I'm saying is, when she was doing the show with Hoodie, when he brought her on like they was gonna be a tag team, Cellulite was in the background. You understand what I'm saying? He never went nowhere. So
I understand what you're saying. I get it. There was no way in hell that show was going to be successful. There's a spirit behind it. And if what she is saying is true, and Hoodie was an adulterer this whole time, why would we think? That's why I said I like logical, rational thinkers over here. If you have super blind loyalty and you just can't think for yourself at all, then please don't be over here. Please. If you don't think that an alleged adulterer wouldn't be trying to hit on Raw B, you're delusional. You're delusional. You're delusional. All right, let's get to number 2. Check this out. Now, what I want to do, because, you know, people said that, and I hope that Hoodie and his wife are working on their stuff. I really do. I'm all for marriage. Seriously, I am. I'm all for marriage. I am not for divorce. I don't want to see people getting divorces. It's bad enough what marriages are suffering this day and age, trying to keep up and trying to be loyal and stuff, when everywhere you turn and everywhere you look, there's available women and OnlyFans and all kinds of crap that you have to, like, fight those temptations. You know what I mean? Like, the temptations are everywhere, not just for men, but for women as well. So for a couple to be faithfully married for a long, long time is incredible in America. Or a couple, maybe, you slipped and fell and stumbled, but you recommitted yourselves and you're trying to see it through. That is the end goal for me when it comes to the hoodie situation. So keep that in mind. So let's just think about the rift, because we know Hoodie has been on YouTube a lot, a lot, a lot. Not anymore. Not anymore. But I mean, when he had his run, it was bad. It was pretty much every minute. If he wasn't live, he was at somebody else's live. It was crazy. But yeah, so number one, so just think about a relationship trying to survive in the midst of that. Okay. So number one said reduce quality time. Number two, let's see if Gemini's on her game. Increased jealousy and insecurity. The negative impact of social media addiction within a relationship, increased jealousy and insecurity. Hold on, I'm gonna see if she puts it first before I move on. Let's see. Big Riggs is listening. Big Riggs is like, what the hell, binary? Oh yeah, she's on her job. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Gemini. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So increased jealousy and insecurity. Social media often presents a curated version of reality, which can lead to comparisons and feelings of inadequacy. Seeing your partner interact with others online can also spark jealousy and insecurity. This is why it is extremely important for me to check in with my wife about my social media usage. Some people think that I'm full of shit and that I don't be doing this. Some people think that I'm full of shit and that I don't check in with my wife to see if it's okay for me to go live. I'm not a dumbass. I've already told you guys I'm addicted to social media. If I was a dumbass, I would be, I'm the man of the house. Submit to me. I want to do social media. I'm going to do it regardless of your feelings. That's the dumbest shit ever. I value my relationship with my wife. And my wife also values me as a person, a complete person that is addicted to social media. So how are we going to get through this? If somebody that you genuinely loved was strung out, would you just leave their ass there? Would you just leave them there? Or would you try your hardest to like love them through it? My addiction to social media has gotten better, but it's still there. It has to play out in different ways, but it's still there. Number three for social, oh my God. Number three for the negative impacts of social media addiction. Here's number three. Communication breakdown. Communication breakdown. Important conversations may be interrupted or delayed because one partner is distracted by their phone. This can lead to misunderstandings and unresolved issues. Oh my gosh, when I'm doing homework on the sector, like when I was listening to Photon stuff, my kids were trying to talk to me about something, my wife was trying to talk to me about something, and I was half listening. But I caught myself. I pushed pause on the live and I had to be attentive. Like, okay, my bad. You guys were talking to me. What's up? That doesn't happen to somebody who doesn't have like that genuine connection with his or her spouse. That person that doesn't have that genuine connection and communication with his or her spouse, what they'll do is pretend like they heard their partner and give some, oh, yeah. Mm. And they didn't hear nothing. And that shit right there, that gets old quick. That gets old quick. All right, let me share my screen and we're going to get back into it. Gemini is on it. Oh, that's cool, Mitri. You good? You good? Thank you, Big Rig. Yeah. Not everybody like this kind of teaching. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody like this kind of YouTube. But I think it's necessary. Hopefully, some people will catch the replay. I don't know. But all right, let's go ahead and listen. I'm gonna rewind just a little bit. All right, let's go right about right there. Here we go. And thank you, Gemini.
We don't know how long Cellulite been in the background. We don't know how long he been, because see, the thing is, he was still over there when she was over there playing with
Wait,
Hoodie.
what? Wait, speak on it. What?
So
right. Wait. So you're saying he was in the background when she was messing with Auntie and We Unlock?
I don't know. We don't know how long that is. What I'm saying is, when she was doing the show with Hoodie, when he brought her on, like they was gonna be a tag team, Cellulite was in the background. You understand what I'm saying? He never went nowhere.
This shit hits different when you just start realizing what was happening, man. It just hits different. It hits different. And if you are in a relationship, man, learn from other people's mistakes, man. I know you grow better when you're in the shit and you learn from it and you reconcile or whatever. You learn. That's a tough lesson that you will never forget, but it's always better to learn from somebody else's mistakes. Here we go.
So for her to think that, like making it seem like he was talking to me, he was being friendly to me. Okay, well, Raw B be friendly with other men, and Cellulite has not went anywhere. We also know that she pays a lot of money to kick people off. So why wouldn't he set up some type of conundrum where they can start this recycle the money?
Oh my God. Although I personally don't think that Cellulite and Raw B have this grand play within the sector or any sector, because I think it was Photon. It could have been Eyes, but somebody was talking about how, it was Photon. I mean, it was back. You got to go back. But he was talking about how they go and they conquer different sectors. Like they move. So it's not what Eyes is saying is not far-fetched, but I can't see it. But it's not far-fetched. What I can see is somebody getting too close to his girl and he didn't like that shit. That's what I can see.
And where is Hoodie now?
Damn.
He's without a wife.
That right there is what made me do the show. There's the line. That right there crushed me. And I know y'all probably think I'm trolling. I know y'all probably think, well, Binary don't give a damn about her. No. That crushed me. Because he fell for it. Now look, when we say the sector will lift you up just to knock you down, I'm not talking about certain people. Like, I'm not talking about the people in Hoodie's chat or anything like that. There's just a spirit about the sector. And for us mere mortals to think that we can lay claim, I'm the king of the sector, I'm the queen of the sector, I'm this, I'm that. The sector is unmother effing defeated. When you try to rise up, I'm the godfather, I'm this, I'm that. When you try to rise up and elevate yourself and think that you're above the sector, you always, without a shadow of a doubt, get your ass humbled. Listen, now I'm not saying I was going to be the king. Never aspired for that or anything like that. Never aspired for that. Deep affection for the sector I have. A deep respect I have for the sector. A deep respect. But the wave that I was riding early on in the sector almost cost me my job. Now that I look at this situation, what if my dumbass would have lost my family? What if my dumbass would have lost my wife? So that's what I was thinking. Like when I heard that and she said, and now he's without a wife. That like, it humbled me. It humbled me. And all I can do is hope and pray that they have reconciled and they're working out their differences for the sake of their entire family. And you guys know what I'm talking about. That's all I can say. All right. So now we're on I think this is the fourth point. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's wild, right, Coco? It's wild. Human resources. Easy for Eyes to call out a foul because she came into the sector lying and scheming to get her subs up. Eyes, yeah, Eyes is she's a content creator. She is a shock value. She's shock value. You know what I mean? Who knows if her and CE try to run it up on the sector? Who knows? But she's here. You know what I mean? She's here. It is what it is. All right, so now we're on number 4, right? Number 4 of understanding the impact, the negative impact of social media addiction. Emotional distance. That's number 4. Emotional distance. I'm just gonna wait 2 seconds. I know we're on like a delay. And Gemini, I am not trying to hold you captive or if you gotta go, I understand. But if you're enjoying the show and you're doing all that, sweet. Okay, she's still here. I am not trying to hold you captive. Real Tate says his wife told us in one of his lives. Holy. Oh my God. See, I knew there was. Oh my God. I knew there was something. I knew there was something. Does anybody have that clip? Can anybody send that shit to me? Can anybody point me in the right direction? Oh my God, yo. Damn. See, that's what I'm saying, man. And I know people are gonna clown on me. Bonner up there acting like he care. No, I care. At the end of the day, Hoodie is a person, a real person. And from somebody that has been divorced before, that is one of the hardest things to go through. It is. Even if you know that's what needs to happen. Even when you know that's what needs to happen, the shit is still hard. Even when you agree, you get this, I get this, you get this, I get this, you get this, I get this. Still hard. It's still hard. So emotional distance, number 4. And thank you, Gemini. The constant distraction of social media can create an emotional gap between partners, making it harder to share feelings, thoughts, and experiences. Damn. Emotional distance, number 4, reads the constant distraction of social media can create an emotional gap between partners, making it harder to share feelings, to share thoughts, and to share experiences. And thinking about the situation that Real Tate just told us about, I guarantee you that's what had him hemmed up. How can you genuinely share the feelings, thoughts, and experiences? You can't. As much as I tell my wife about the sector, as much as I tell her about what I do on social media and how transparent I am with my wife about the sector, she's not going to be able to relate to the feelings, thoughts, and experiences that I have in the sector. And that's me being as transparent as I can, as she listens to me, and then I listen to her about all the things that she has going on. That's why number 3 is important. You don't want that communication breakdown. Coming on YouTube, going live, and getting into all the drama when you are married cannot overshadow your spouse and what they want to talk about and what they're interested in. You still have to listen. But because the internet never sleeps, and then you get addicted to the shit, and me, myself, it's a train that we can't get off of. So we start getting desensitized to real life shit. I know you guys know somebody. Let's go ahead. Let me be a content creator for 1 second. Put a 1 in the chat. That's a content creator move. Put a 1 in the chat if you know somebody that is just stuck on the YouTube train. They cannot get off. They cannot function in reality. Do you know somebody like that? It doesn't have to be personally. But do you know somebody like that on YouTube? They just can't get off of the train and tap into reality. Some people are at their mother effing jobs with YouTube so ingrained in their brain that they use tools from their job to help them on YouTube. And I'm not just talking about government officials or police officers. There are people that used to work at like maybe clothing stores, maybe Best Buy, maybe some technology area where they be using companies' resources, they be using companies just equipment and shit to create shit for YouTube. Because YouTube to them is the real reality. That's where the addiction is. They are so used to their job. They have been programmed so well to do whatever it is they do that they are actually on autopilot at their job, mindlessly working. And the only thing that gives them life at their job is YouTube. That's tough, man. That's tough. There are people like that. There are people like that. That's tough. All right, let me share my screen. Told y'all this was going to be different. Unadulterated, what's good? Willing to throw it all away. Big Rig said, I know a couple of mother effers. Oh, yeah, Photon might have it. Gemini says, I have seen a few in the sectors like that. Oh, shoot. There have been a couple that have lost their jobs. Yep. Over this. Over this. Sleepless nights, staying in so that they can hit a panel if somebody mentions their name. God. Oh my God. Do not support me if I ever tell y'all that I called out sick because I needed to go live. Run, please. We got people using their oh my gosh, not unknowingly work through childhood trauma. Mm-mm-mm. I know a shot you're taking. I'm not joining in that. All right, here we go. Riggs. Facts. Go. You already know. All right, here we go. We'll rewind a little bit so we can get back into the flow of things. And that is it as far as the numbering for the negative impacts of social media addiction. I still have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, I'm gonna have to read fast. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read fast. Man, y'all see, I can read. You know what I'm saying? So we could just flow through this. But I have 4 things to cover as far as what steps for reconnecting with your spouse looks like. You know what I mean? The reconciliation type shit, that type of process. And let me go ahead. If y'all want to know what I'm reading from, it's from the Medium. It's from a doctor. His name is Ron Collins. And yeah, that's what I'm reading from. I'll go ahead and put that in the chat again, just in case. Oh my God, right? Right? Yeah, using PTO, FMLA. Lord help us. Lord help us. So there's that, just in case you want to follow along. All right. Let's get back to it. My screen shared. No, let me see something real quick. Did it share? Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, good. All right. All right, here we go.
Back me how, I do not know. I still don't know that answer. And they still rode with her. You know what I'm saying? So why would you think that Stargate would get any different treatment when the sector don't fuck with nobody like that? That's what
Oh damn, I went back way too far, but
so
oh
then
well.
when it happened to Hoodie,
I'm just gonna
you know what I'm saying? Maybe he thought he was gonna get attention from me, but meanwhile, the whole time he was an adulteress. He was cheating on his wife the whole time. So it was he was very comfortable with he and ha with a woman. Now we don't have the receipts of what she had talked to him about. We don't know if it was anything that happened between her and Hoodie because at this point she was talking to Cellulite. But you can see what happened, right?
You broke off.
How long? Can you hear me, bro? We don't know. We don't know how long Cellulite been in the background. We don't know how long he been because see the thing is he was still over there when she was over there playing with
Wait,
Hoodie.
what? Wait, speak on it. What?
So
right. Wait. So you're saying he was in the background when
I wish Photon would have just let her keep going on Hoodie. He kind of switched it up and kind of messed up Eyes' flow a little bit, bringing in Ant and We Unlock. But Eyes was in a zone, so she got right back on topic. Here we go.
she was messing with Auntie and We Unlock?
I don't know. I don't know. We don't know how long that is. What I'm saying is when she was doing the show with Hoodie, when he brought her on like they was gonna be a tag team, Cellulite was in the background. You understand what I'm saying? He never went nowhere. So for her to think that, like making it seem like he was talking to me, he was being friendly to me. Okay, well, Raw B be friendly with other men, and Cellulite has not went anywhere. We also.
Oh God, that's such a good point. That's a good point. Okay, so Eyes has made 2 really good points. The first point she made, as far as the Stargate receipt, okay, that was before him and Robbie probably even got together. Who knows? Maybe they were, maybe they weren't, but it was like a year ago. So who really gives a damn? And now we see that Cellulite, he even if he is around when other dudes could possibly be flirting, when other dudes, I guess, have been found out to be an adulterer, he still knows how to navigate those situations and keep his woman. So great points by Eyes. Here we go.
Don't know that she pays a lot of money to kick people off. So why wouldn't he set up some type of conundrum where they can start this recycle the money?
Maybe. I don't know about that one.
And where is Hoodie now?
Damn.
He's without a wife.
Damn.
See, Stargate, you're trying to sit here and act like
that even hit Photon. That hit Photon too, man. That shit hits hard, yo. That shit hits hard. 159.46. Let's go to 159.20. 29. That shit just hits hard, man.
And where is Hoodie now? He's without a wife. You're trying to sit here and act like you have the upper hand. No, you're not a home wrecker, boo. You're not a home wrecker. You're crying. So what
you're saying? You're saying Laura B is the reason that Hoodie.
I'm not saying she's the reason. I'm saying when you look at it, right? You're trying to come for a woman as if the guy that she's dealing with it was coming for you. But the woman that you're dealing with, the woman that you're going against, has had experience with dealing with these men. And what I'm telling you is that the end result might not be the best for them, but the whole time Cellulite been in the background.
Shit. Damn. Can you guys, will you agree with this statement? Raw B is not a home wrecker. Raw B is doing the Lord's work. What the hell do you mean, binary? If a guy is willing to risk it all, deny his wife, family, job, that dude has issues and he ain't shit. And maybe, just maybe, Raw B is helping these women. And they're going to talk about the We Unlock stuff, I think. But let's just think about everybody that she has been pretty much destroying on these YouTube streets that are willing to crash out and empty their mother effing bank accounts. Dude. My anger and angst, I think that's the good word. I think that's a good word placement right there, is not at Hoodie. It's at social media. Social media. I love how they said it. Let me go back to that article. Let me see. How did they say it? I want to say it like how they said it. Let me find it. How did they say it? Oh, I got to go down. Oh, yeah. Social media often presents a curated version of reality. You can get so caught up in social media that you think this shit is real. Dang, somebody said, Yaya said it sounds like the work of the devil. Not the work of the devil. Hey, Yaya. Beezy in there trolling. Hey, Beezy. Beasley, you see you unblocked, brother. Don't get blocked again now. Don't get blocked. Especially over here where there's real conversation, something you be seeking on YouTube, Beasley. All right, I'm just messing with you, Bees. All right, so yeah. Let's hear.
So when she says, "Oh, he was being friendly to me," okay, well, she's friendly to other men until she's not friendly with him no more. Y'all seen what happened with Hoodie? Y'all seen exactly what happened with him. What happened when he did something he wasn't supposed to do? What happened?
Damn, Eyes is up there cooking, and she ain't smoking on a Hoodie pack. She ain't cooking Hoodie ribs. She's just calling it like she sees it. And it just so happens I see it the same way. Raw B and Cellulite are going to do what Raw B and Cellulite do. It's not on them to control Hoodie's actions. If they want to take a show a certain direction, and if Hoodie don't want to go that direction, it is what it is. Now, in the midst of Raw B and Hoodie building up their friendship, if Hoodie got, if Hoodie misunderstood, or if Hoodie got, kind of carried away, or Hoodie thought it was what it really wasn't, that's on him. It's on him. And it sucks because that's what damn it, talk binary. It sucks because that's what social media will do to you. It'll give you a curated, what did they say? What did they say? Version of reality. Hoodie's reality was, I'm king. Hoodie's reality was, I'm getting the numbers. And you have to remember, Hoodie's numbers weren't numbering like that before the beef sector came. But I will tell you this. My sector, Does sector, they was effing with Hoodie. Hoodie could have been all right. When Hoodie said F the beef gay people over on my channel, he would have been all right to just leave it at that. But because he lived on this shit and he thought that this shit was reality, he just kept seeing the numbers and the numbers and the numbers, and he wanted that shit. And it ended up being detrimental to him, his family, why all that. Because he thought he was bigger than the sector. He thought he was bigger than what he truly was. Here we go.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you. I thought you was just speaking rhetorically. You want to know what happened? We know what happened. What you mean?
Oh, okay. All right. So what's I'm trying to figure out. I mean, if you need content that bad, y'all gotta find. I mean, what else?
Well, what else is this keeping it plain situation? I mean, we spoke a lot on this War B versus
right.
Stargate.
All right. Whew, man. So like when I heard that, I needed to have a video somewhere within the universe to try to combat that. Now, my real life combats this shit. I set up barriers because of stuff like this. So when people try to kind of mock and make fun of, you know, the type of relationship that I have with my wife, I don't care because I know that it saves my marriage. The balance is correct. So what needs to happen in Hoodie's relationship for reconciliation? Steps to reconnect with your spouse. So if social media is causing tension in your marriage, it's crucial to address the issue proactively. And here are some steps. So I'm going to put proactive steps. Let me see. Proactive steps to proactive steps for reconnection, for spell binary connection. There we go. All right, there we go. Proactive steps for reconnection. And I'm going to put like a little asterisk sign to kind of make it a distinction. No, I'll do these little slashes right here. There we go. Boom. Draw a little distinction. Boom. Boom. There it is. Proactive steps for reconnection. So we read that the impact of social media addiction, number 3 was communication breakdown. Number 1 for reconciliation or reconnection, number 1 is open communication. Open communication. The first step in reconnecting with your partner is to open up lines of honest and non-confrontational communication. It's crucial to express how social media is affecting your relationship without pointing fingers or assigning blame. Instead of saying, always on your phone, try framing your concerns with I statements. For instance, you might say, I feel lonely when we're together and you're on your phone. This approach focuses on your feelings and experiences, making it less likely to put your partner on the defensive and more likely to foster an emphatic, did I say that wrong? Empathetic, oh my God, response. Forgive me, I can't read. It's important to choose the right moment for this conversation. Find a calm, relaxed time when you both are free from distractions and can give each other your full attention. That's what I had to do. When I was listening and trying to figure out what Photon was talking about, and my family and my wife and everybody was trying to talk to me, I had to hit pause because I did when they were talking to me. I did do the oh yeah what yeah not I wasn't hearing a dang thing, and I caught myself, and so I had to hit pause and be like, rewind that. What'd you say? So that I can give my full attention. It also says be prepared to listen as much as you speak. Understanding your partner's perspective is key to finding a solution that works for both of you. This dialogue can be the beginning of rebuilding the emotional connection that may have been overshadowed by digital distractions. In knowing what we know, right? Knowing what we know, and I hope somebody can send me the audio or just a clip, maybe untitle or not, or maybe make your video unlisted or whatever. If it's private, send me the link or whatever. Because I want to hear it. I want to hear the voice patterns. I want to hear the level of stress, sincerity, distress, everything. Like I want to hear that. I want to hear the psychology behind her saying we're done. Like I want to hear that shit. Because when I listen to it, I can probably let you guys know that, hey, they're probably working that shit out. Number 2 for the steps to reconnect with your spouse is to set boundaries. I can't believe I'm getting clowned on. How am I getting clowned on? Because I'm setting boundaries on social media. Oh, Gemini said I have tapped out. So let me put number 1 up here. Gemini was like, I'm gone, man. I'm gone. I'll catch the replay because you ain't about to put me to work for no 2 hours and not pay me. You know what I mean? So I understand. Boom. There's number 1. All right. Number 2. It wasn't audio. It was her as. Oh, damn. Damn. No, you're good. You're good, Gemini. You're good. You're good. It's okay. Trust. Number 2, set boundaries. There we go. Boom. You're good. I'm here. Look, it's not like we met up. It's not like I hit you up on Instagram. Was like, hey, I need your help. I didn't do any of that. You just came through because you cool like that. So number 2 is set boundaries. Once you've had an open discussion about the impact of social media on your relationship, the next step is to set clear boundaries. Agree on specific times or situations where you both commit to being fully present with each other. Free from the lure of your phones. These damn phones, man. These phones. Man, so y'all know I used to be a teacher, right? One of the biggest things was watching a kid get grounded off of his or her phone. And when they would come to school or whatever, just to see like their attitudes change. Guess what? For the better. For the better. I used to be able to see that. Like, my mom took my phone for 3 weeks. Now, the first couple of days, yeah, they're a little, a little wonky. But after that, all of a sudden, I was having kiddos that shoot, they were functioning. They were doing better on their assignments. These phones not only have taken over a portion of our kids' minds because of the dopamine that it produces, but it has also taken over some of us adults as well. If we're honest. And I'm not lying when I say, I'm back in church. You know what I mean? Now, of course, I'm not going to be on no kind of leadership boards or anything like that. But I am back in church, and we talk a lot about taking breaks off of social media because it rebuilds something in your brain. It really does. So it said, agree on specific times or situations where you both commit to being fully present with each other, free from the lure of your phones. One thing that my wife and I do, because there's a consistent thing in my life where I have to drive somewhere very, very consistently. Like I have to do that. But now we kind of can't do it anymore. But for about 3 years, that was it for us. Like nothing interferes with this time. Very consistently, we would drive every single day together and be in the car every single day together for at least, well, very close to an hour. No radio on, no phone distractions. Now, towards the end, I was listening to live streams and stuff like that because I knew the writing was on the wall. She was, she was doing her little thing or whatever. The writing was on the wall because I leveled up in life, so there's some things that had to kind of change. But that was our thing for 3 straight years, and it just feels good. So the suggestions here was this could be meal times, date nights, or even the hour before bed. By creating these tech-free zones, you can ensure that you're prioritizing quality time together. Implementing these boundaries requires mutual commitment and understanding. It might be challenging initially, and I know it's going to be challenging initially because you're giving up something that your mind desperately needs, not just wants. Now I'm not reading. I should be doing quote unquote, but no, I don't care. This is just me speaking. You're giving up something your mind desperately needs. One thing that I caught myself, because I was talking earlier today about mindlessly scrolling through YouTube shorts and stuff like that. I do that, but I started recognizing the shift in my brain. There is a huge difference between spending hours of scrolling on YouTube shorts than spending hours in a book. When you put the phone down after spending hours scrolling, there's more than likely going to be a slight migraine, or you're just going to be looking at the world different because your eyes are so glazed over. When you put a book down after reading for an hour, you actually feel somewhat energized and refreshed because it's triggering different parts of your mind. It activates your imagination. You have to read and imagine. Information is not just getting fed to you. So let's get back to part 2 of set boundaries. It says implementing these boundaries requires mutual commitment and understanding. It might be challenging initially, especially if you're both used to being constantly connected online, Lord Jesus. However, these moments of undistracted togetherness can significantly improve. Let me get closer to this. Can significantly improve your sense of connection and intimacy. Consistency is key. That's what it says. 3 years straight, my wife and I, 1 hour every single day. Nothing could get in front of that time. Consistency is key. And over time, these boundaries can become a natural part of your routine. You don't even really think about it, really, but you benefit from it. But it can become a natural part of your routine, reinforcing the importance of your relationship over digital distractions. Man, that's good, man. That is real, real, real good. Number 3, and then we got one more after that, and then we'll be done. And thank you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. This stuff like this is needed. You know who I wish would be up here with me doing this? D Darrell. I wish D Darrell was up here with me. All right, so number 3, create quality time. And I'm gonna let you off the hook, Gemini, if you're still in the building. Don't worry about it. I'll do it. I'll do it, friend. I am not holding you hostage. So we're gonna create quality time. Ah, she's like, I'm doing it. Okay. All right. If you're following along, here we go. It says, making a conscious effort to spend quality time together without distractions is essential for reconnecting with your partner. Plan activities that you both enjoy and that allow for meaningful interactions. And if what Real Tate is saying, damn, okay, let's break this shit down. We're about to break it down. If what Real Tate is saying is true, Hoodie's wife tried to connect in this world of social media. In my mind, that means she desperately was seeking to connect with her husband because she was missing him because of the negative impacts that social media has. And she wasn't receiving the things that healthy relationships need. She entered into his world. She was a moderator. She entered into his world, trying. Plan activities that you will both enjoy and that will allow for meaningful interactions. His world was not meaningful to her. Now, something I said, we don't know what was happening between Robbie and Hoodie and whoop de whoop de whoop. Just like we don't know what was happening between Hoodie and his wife offline. For real, for real, for real. But if what Real Tate is telling me is true, she entered into his world, and in that curated version of reality, she changed his real reality. She changed his real reality. God, like we see Gemini's mod stick right there. Imagine if that was my wife's mod stick and she's telling me we're done. His relationship in real life was not strong enough to carry the fake version of who he was online. It wasn't strong enough to carry it. But it was sharp enough to cut it down. That's why we got to watch out what the hell we are doing on YouTube when you have a good thing in real life. You got to watch that shit out because it will slice that shit down. It said, plan activities that you both enjoy and that allow for meaningful interaction. This could be anything from cooking meals together, going for walks, or engaging in a shared hobby. These activities provide opportunities to bond, communicate, and create positive experiences together, which can strengthen your relationship. During these moments, focus on being fully present and attentive to each other. Avoid the temptation to keep checking your phone or get distracted by your other devices. By dedicating time specifically for each other, you're showing that your relationship is a priority. I'm going to stop right there and say this. That energy that Dr. Ron is trying to use in this paragraph here, that energy to rebuild your relationship or to strengthen it, that's the energy Hoodie was using towards Raw B. That's the energy Hoodie was using towards Raw B. These activities, this is what Dr. Ron said, these activities provide opportunities to bond, communicate, and create positive experiences together, which can strengthen your relationship. He was riding that wave. The internet set him up to knock him down. That's what happened. So instead of taking that emotional experience, now when you have a deep emotional experience, I mean like just that overwhelming emotional experience, it has no choice but to manifest into your real life. I'm sorry. It's just, it is what it is. It's going to manifest. Meaning, if you are deeply passionate about something, something tangible is going to be presented in front of you due to that passion. I don't give a damn what it is. Like my youngest, man, he has fallen in love with sports. Man, he'd be out in the front yard playing basketball. It's that passion, it's that drive. He's always, like before I got on live, we were playing catch with the football in the living room because he's so into it. So into it that it has to manifest itself somehow. And I believe Hoodie was so into whatever it is that him and Robbie had going, the bond, communication, creative, positive experiences, which can strengthen the relationship. He poured that shit and it manifested through whatever show they were doing together. That's where his quality time went. Now, this is how the internet can F you up. You put all your blood, sweat, and tears into this shit. You're denying your family. You're denying your kids. I'm not saying he did that, but maybe. But you're denying all this shit. For what end? Raw B has had plenty of successful shows. Not that one. That shit was struggling. That was Struggleville. When Hoodie or Raw would go live without one another, they did better. Isn't that crazy? But then when they joined forces, it just wasn't popping the way it needed to be popping. One of their best shows was when they did the when I was 19, when they did that shit on me. That was one of them. It wasn't the best, but it was one of them. Ain't that some shit? That's when Robbie had modded me up so that I could drop some links and stuff. She forgot why she modded me up. So when I was trolling her, the shit was funny because all she had to do is say, I gave him a mod stick real quick. But y'all know I captured that shit. You just never know. You never know. I had to screenshot that. Shit came in handy. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. If you know, you know. But just imagine you pouring your all into this. You sacrifice so much for the shit to just go nowhere. Yeah, so during these moments, focus on being fully present and attentive to each other. Avoid the temptation to check your phone or get distracted by other devices. By dedicating time specifically for each other, you're showing that your relationship is a priority. These shared experiences can help build the emotional connection that may have been weakened by a constant presence of social media, fostering a deeper sense of intimacy and understanding. Let's just say this. How about this? Listen to this. He was so invested in social media that his wife couldn't even tell him offline that they're done. She couldn't even wait. She was so fed up. She was so fed up that in his realm, where he's king, where he has all the eyeballs on him, where he has the membership emojis and all kinds of stuff happening. And don't forget, drama was a big part of that. Just saying. You don't think drama looked up this man's information? Come on now. Stop. Stop. A huge part of that shit. It was in that world she decided we're done. Did the light bulb come on in Hoodie's head? I hope so. I hope that when she said we're done, that's when he actually really seen it and was like, oh no, we're not. I'm done with this social media shit for now. And I'm finna figure out how to get this shit popping at my crib. I'm not losing somebody that has been extremely faithful to me, although I haven't been extremely faithful. We are not done. And this will not be televised. And we will be offline. And we're going to fix this shit because I fucked up. That's what I hope happened. I hope reconciliation happened. I hope their marriage was repaired. I hope they grew from this shit. Because if not, he lost a marriage over social media. All right. Last thing. Number 4. Practice mindfulness. I finally started developing back a prayer life. So that's been helping me. It's been a minute. For those of you that know, you already know what I went through and why I actually kind of lost hope and kind of, fell away from, the church, stepped down from being a pastor and elder or whatever, stepped down from all that because I didn't have a genuine connection with God. All my stuff was fake. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was operating in my own strength. So when some real shit hit, I wasn't prepared. Now I'm not saying you have to, be a Christian or anything like that. I'm just saying you have to have some form of spirituality. You have to have something that calms your freaking mind down. Whatever it is that calms your mind down, that is the mindfulness. Practice mindfulness. But let's see what Dr. Ron says. He says, practicing mindfulness together can help you both stay present in the moment and reduce the urge to constantly check your phones. Mindfulness techniques such as meditation or deep breathing exercises can be a great way to relax and reconnect. Set aside time each day to practice these techniques together, whether it's in the morning to start your day off right or in the evening to unwind and reflect. Now, my wife and I, we do have pretty good conversations every single day. Now, I don't know exactly what we're going to be talking about every day, but there is a spiritual element to it every single day that roots us. You have to have rootedness in your relationship. What's your root? What's rooting you? What's holding you two together? Where's the nourishment for your relationship coming from? My wife and I just so happen to be a little bit spiritual. Okay. So incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine can help you both become more aware of your behaviors and how they impact your relationship. It encourages a sense of calm and presence that can improve communication and emotional connection. By focusing on the present moment and appreciating each other's company without the interference of social media, you can foster a deeper sense of intimacy and strengthen your bond. I'm hoping that some of you that are hearing this, it's kind of helping you out, just like it helped me out. I'm hoping that you're thinking of either your husband or your wife, and you're like, I love that big head. I love her. You know what I mean? Like you're just thinking that way. And that you're kind of like, hurry up and end this live so I can go lay next to my wife or lay next to my husband or lay next to my partner and let them know just how much I truly appreciate them. Social media, when misused or overused, can indeed strain even the strongest of marriages. Ain't that a fact? However, by recognizing the issue and making a conscious effort to reconnect, you can navigate this challenge and emerge stronger as a couple. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate social media from your life entirely, but to find a balance that allows you to enjoy its benefits without sacrificing the quality of your relationship. That is the article. I went 13 minutes over, it looks like. I was supposed to be done at 10 o'clock my time. Thank you so much, Gemini. I really do appreciate you. Thank you, Big Rigs. Thank you, Crack Netter 33. Thank you, Real Tate. Man, thank you to everybody that came in. I really did enjoy this show. I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes, every once in a while, Big Rig, thank you, man. Thank you for sticking around, bro. Every once in a while, you gotta do this. You gotta do this just to show the people your toxicity can be a small trait, but it's not who I am. And it's not who you are either. You might be drawn to the drama. You might love the toxicity. You might love producing, because I love to troll. But that's only a small facet of who I am. That's only a small glimmer of who I am. But it is a part of me. But it's not me. Y'all have a great, great, great night. And I'll catch y'all in the next live, who's ever going live, whenever they go live. We get back into the messiness. Let me see something that's not so vulgar, man. I don't want to. How do I end this without it being so dang vulgar? Let me see. Shoot. Do I not have anything? See, that shows you how toxic my butt is. I don't have nothing that's not vulgar. How about I end the same way I came in? Peace.